Yo, what's going on? We got a UU battle here with someone named Kevin. I forgot exactly which Kevin this is, but it's some guy named Kevin. Probably from Battle Hub, maybe 6 Foot Hex, maybe visually, maybe. I'm not sure, but we had a hell of a UU battle, and I'm going to commentate you through it as you watch through. So I'm going to be starting out leading off with Jotian. I also have my Serena, Celebi, Stilix, Bijiro, and Kyurem before, and if I'm not mistaken, I have showcased this team before. This is a vault turning team, and we got Rocks in there, we got Celebi in there doing her thing, and my boy Kevin, shouts out to you. We have you starting out with Aggron, and when I went into this battle, I really thought that was Mega Aggron, and I forgot and didn't see the Manectric, I guess. So I thought this was gonna be Mega Aggron. So he leads off with the Aggron, he also has a Mantine, Manectric, Haxorus, Celebi, and Arcanine. I wanted to get his mons out the way, but I go for a Volt Switch, and I wanted to Volt Switch maybe into, I forgot what I was Volt Switching into, because he got me with the red card and actually switched me into my Mega Bijiro, and luckily enough, he got an Earthquake off. And me thinking he was going to switch, thinking I was going to do the drill run the first turn, he actually ends up getting rocks on me as I go for the knockoff. But I do end up knocking him out with the drill run as he comes in and surprises me with a Scarf Celebi, which I should have known. It should have screamed at me that this is Scarf Celebi if he's going to come out on my Bijiro, who could just one-hit KO a Celebi at any time with a U-turn. So he's going to knock out my Mega B, and so I'm already in bad position in this battle as he brings in his Mantine off the U-turn. I bring in my Serena. He's gonna go for the Ice Beam, and my Serena is very specially defensive, so I'm gonna be able to take that Ice Beam like it's nothing. So I'm gonna go for the Rapid Spin, get away his rocks, then I'm gonna go for the Synthesis next turn just to get back at full HP. And he's pretty much gonna hit me up with the Toxic, which is entirely, like, in the long run, I guess it could be good, but moreover, it's not too bad just because I'm gonna be switching in and out with my Serena back and forth, so that's how that's gonna go. So I'm gonna switch out my Serena now, and I'm gonna go into my Stilix, and with a chance to get up rocks here. And if you think about it, I don't know why I brought in Stilix, because I mean, I'm pretty sure he could just KO my Stilix with a Skull. So I'm gonna switch out my Celebi. I guess I caught my mistake, so I'm gonna switch out my Stilix into my Celebi, and I'm gonna take a Skull pretty handily. Being Celebi, I'm gonna choose to get up rocks with her instead. So I'm gonna get up my rocks. He's gonna go for the Roost, maybe thinking I was gonna do a Leaf Storm or something like that to get his health down. So I'm gonna get up my rocks, and then I'm gonna go for the U-turn, and I'm pretty much gonna U-turn all the way into my Jotian, which clearly he's probably not gonna want to stay in against Jotian for the U-turn. But luckily enough, he actually freezes me, and that is like horrible, because now I don't have Jotian to freely just Volt Switch on his entire team. Looking at his team, I pretty much had a free Volt Switch on anything that he had. So me being who I am, I want my Jotian to unfreeze, so I'm going to leave it in, of course, and he's going to bring the Celebi and just straight U-turn on me, and takes his opportunity to bring in his Manectric. As I stay frozen, he's going to Mega Evolve here. As I switch out my Jotian, not wanting to lose it, I want to give it a chance to at least stay in. He's gonna Mega Evolve, and he's gonna Mega Evolve his to Manectric. And looking back at this, this might have been a bad play now that I think about it, because he can just go, he probably went straight for the Flamethrower to knock out my Jotian, but he's going to Flamethrower my Celebi, with it being super effective damage on my Celebi. Even though my Celebi is pretty bulk, I ate that Flamethrower like it was nothing. He's gonna go for another Flamethrower here, as pretty much, I don't know, getting my health down to where I don't want it to be. But yeah, I maybe should have just sacked off my Jotian there and got a better switch in, but I didn't do that. So I pretty much just went with it, because I wanted to try to get my Jotian back alive later. So he's actually gonna 3-hit KO my Celebi here with 3 Flamethrowers, which is gonna give me a free switch into my boy Kyurem, who's deadly in this battle. If you look at his entire team, his only real switch in is this Mantine, who's especially defensive, and even that's not a real switch in. Only reason why is probably it is because my Draco Meteor puts me at -2 after the first attack. If I maybe had Dragon Pulse or something like that, maybe I could 2-hit or 3-hit KO it, but he does have the Roost, So he's going to be going for the roost just to get his health back up, thinking or knowing that he can survive another Draco Meteor if I went for it. Unless I crit him, I probably couldn't knock him out. So I'm going to bring in my Jolteon just to give it a chance to, you know, unthaw. If only you can unthaw. Come on, Jolteon, please unthaw. But he doesn't want to. And he actually does an Ice Beam on me. I give it another turn. I'm still frozen solid. So my Jolteon is there just chilling. And it results into him fainting. So shouts out to Jolteon. You know, you didn't want to unthaw, man. But it's okay. So I'm actually going to go for the Ice Beam on this Mantine. I'm going to pay him back. Oh, not yet. So he's going to go for the roost after the Ice Beam here. And I'm pretty much, I don't know why I'm pretty much Ice Beaming. This is probably my only play I pretty much had to do against this Mantine at this point. Because I pretty much have nothing else alive that can actually hurt it. I believe all I had is Celebi and Serena alive at this point. I'm actually down 3-5. So he's going to go for the Toxic and poison my Kyurem here. And I'm going to go for the Ice Beam and actually pay him back on his freeze against, or for my Jolteon against his Mantine. But because he is Mantine and has Skull, that freeze actually doesn't matter. So I'm going to switch out my Kyurem here because I don't want to lose Kyurem at this point. I want to try to go another route here. And being Mantine, he's more specially defensive Mon. So I'm going to go into my Serena just so I can Trop Kick it because you know, I can get off decent damage on Mantine as this battle goes on. My Serena is poisoned though, so I am on the timer. So we pretty much have to work whatever I'm going to do. We have to work it fast here. So I am going to Trop Kick him and get him under 50% health, which is good. I'm expecting him to just keep going for the roost here. Or that's what I would have done. I would have went for the roost just to keep my Mantine in shape. Because if he has Mantine, he pretty much can just stall out my team because he has Toxic and he's already poisoned my Serena and my Kyurem. And then I'm gonna Trop Kick. Arcanine here to drop his attack as he bring in his Arcanine. He reveals to have the Rocky Helmet. So I'm going to be taking some extra poison damage here. Now that I'm below 50%, I'm going to switch out my Serena and actually switch in and sack off my my Steelix here, just because my Steelix cannot damage the Mantine, and I really need to damage the Mantine to win this battle. So I pretty much just stacked off my Steelix there. So I'm going to bring back in my Kyurem here, and at this point, with the Mantine being at the health is at, if he was to switch in, he would die straight to this Draco here. So he's gonna just leave his Arcanine in to die against my Draco, and I pretty much put down the Arcanine with the Draco Meteor. So he's gonna switch in his Mantine here, maybe thinking that a -2 couldn't kill his Mantine at this point in the battle. But because I have rocks up, and with that damage, his Mantine actually is not going to survive that hit. So me being down 2-5, I've now made this battle 2-3, and I can actually still win. So he's gonna bring in that Scarf Celebi. I'm gonna actually switch out here because if you look at his remaining mons, he has Celebi, Haxorus, and then not Arcanine, he has Manectric. So I'm gonna switch into my Serena here as I believe he just U-turned out into his Mega Manectric. So he's gonna bring in his Mega Manectric, get the Intimidate off, put me at -1. At this point, I have no more use for Serena, who I was using against Mantine just to kind of level the playing field a little bit, with the defenses being special and physical defenses not being that much. So I can just sack off Serena here, and like I said, I can bring back in my Kyurem as last mons. And at this much health, clearly Mega Manectric is not going to survive this Ice Beam. And his Haxorus is going to come in and not going to survive an Ice Beam from Kyurem. This is max attacking, or this is max modest Kyurem with a Scarf. So the Haxorus is not going to survive. And like I said, his last mon will be Celebi, and that is also not going to survive at all. So me being down 2-5, the comeback was real. The comeback was very real in this case. So shouts out to Kyurem, and shouts out to some good plays, and shouts out to my man Kevin. He made it a very good and tough battle. But in the end, as a warrior, you have to just dig in, put your feet in, you know what it is, and take your squad with you, you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to other good trainers out there who know what that means, and, you know, especially training our minds to do what we needed to do in battle. That's what we train for, that's what we do. So shouts out to the 1-0 victory, very close battle there to Kevin. And that's pretty much all for today, guys. So 2 videos on that screen. Before I forget anything, we do have more music requests on the way, and goodbye. See ya.